Hey everyone, it's Monica with Mystic Maiden Oracle, bringing you your weekly reading for November 21st. And we just had the full moon and a partial lunar eclipse, so we're going to consult the moon deck. Time to give rather than take, new moon in Virgo. So there's a lot of things that you can give. It doesn't just mean like money or stuff. You can give wisdom, you can give love, you can give energy, you can give attention, you can give compassion, you can give understanding, you can give space, you can give respect, you can give gratitude, you can give time, all kinds of things. So who needs what from you right now? There's the female energy, so I'm bad at my astrology. I love it, but so I guess your Virgo energy. I read cards, not astrology. So that would be, the softer stuff, not like the doing stuff. The doing stuff is giving. So what is it that you're going to give? And it's probably going to be something that's more heart-centered. One of those things that you can't actually see, but it means a lot. So the sentiment, the intention behind it, the reason you're doing it, and so you're not doing it for yourself, you're doing it for someone else. And it's not from a codependent place, it's from a being of service place. So maybe think on that. Maybe you already know who needs you and you're there. But Spirit definitely wants you to be showing up for somebody. Balance spirituality and practicality. Full moon in Pisces. So yeah, that's the feminine energy. So spirituality and practicality. So the masculine and the feminine. Both of those energies. You don't want too much of one thing. Plus, you need to keep your energies balanced too, so that you don't get caught up in whatever it is that the new moon, that the change that is coming. So woohoo, full moon. With the lunar eclipse and how it passes through the earth shadow, it's usually a time for us to reflect on a shadow aspect of ourselves. And so this could be a thing, maybe balance, maybe giving too much of yourself. So even though you're giving rather than taking, it doesn't mean that you can't take anything. You do need to take time to rest and take care of yourself. So that's what the balance is about. You're not trying to give out of an empty cup again. You're not trying to deplete yourself. You just might have to give a little extra, but that also means that you might have to ask for help yourself and make sure that you're staying full, you're taking care of yourself so that you can show up for whatever it is that you're needed. Hold your vision, fixed moon. Well, I like this. There's like the shadow side of this moon too, and we were just talking about balance. And always in all the readings, it comes up to just keep holding your vision of whatever it is that you want, whatever this outcome is. And the outcome doesn't have to be like this scenario. It could just be like, how do you want to feel at the end of it? What is the goal of that? How, how something. But being flexible with it and going with the flow. So be practical, but also stay connected with yourself so that you can hold your vision and you're not losing touch with yourself and and what it is you really want, because it's easy to do that, but then that's when resentments can build, or just exhaustion, ailments, health problems, unhappiness, stuff like that. So we're not doing that. We're doing balance. Okay, so with the mention of shadows, we're going to do this one. Oh, we got a shadow in that card too. Nine of Scepters. So wands, more feminine energy on top. On top of the Virgo energy, but two different kinds. This one is much more peaceful, dreamlike, kind of like the whole dreaming and vision. Maybe reflective even. I know our eyes are closed, but sometimes, when I meditate, I close my eyes when I'm doing reflecting. Not always, but a lot of the times. And in this one, it's a little bit more dramatic. I feel, let's see, what am I getting out of this one? Oh, we got another little shadow moon in there. I don't know, it kind of comes off as grief in a way, or like, I'm hearing grief, I'm hearing anguish, I'm hearing like, what is she doing here? It kind of looks like her dress is ripped. So like some kind of a struggle. So like I was talking about reflecting and shadows and like trying to keep things in balance. A lot of people struggle accepting the shadowy / shitty part of themselves. Sometimes it's hard to see you for who you really are, instead of just accepting that everybody's a little good and a little bad. It's just about balancing things. And ultimately being who you want to be. So authenticity is hopefully what your goal is, in being who you are. So, but she's also using the scepter, her wand, and it's on fire. Oh, there's another card I drew. Anyway, sorry, never mind. But it's like she's protecting herself, but not aggressively. And I kind of also see it as like a cord cutting. It looks like she's doing like to disconnect from the things that are no longer serving her, the things that she's putting to rest. Because I don't know if you saw it, but she's in a cemetery, so all the tombstones around her. But there's flowers on this one. So we've talked about honoring both sides a lot, and then that looks like what's going on in this card too. So things are being put to rest for good. So that's one of the good things with the energy, the eclipse and the full moon. It's like extra cleansing and finalizing. And so 9 also is right before 10, which is the completion of a cycle. Woo! Okay, let's see. Fortune. Yep. Full moon. So things coming full circle. The wheel turning in your favor. Struggling being over. That being over. Lots of circle stuff. I mean, yeah. Let's see what else out of this one. So on top of the balance card too, all the chakras are represented in here. So yeah, that's what I see out of that one. Good things. I don't think you have to have really more detail on good things, especially since it keeps coming up. So hopefully you are starting to see the benefits of the things that you've been through. And again, they might not come as you expected. So Spirit's wanting you to look at yourself when looking for your fortune. Money's cool too, and that might be part of it. But there's going to be a lot of personal successes for you along the way that come up. And Spirit wants you to give yourself credit for every single itty bitty little thing. Every time you don't lose your temper when you normally would have. Every time you resist the urge to, do something that you normally would have, and you make a different choice, and a choice that's for the better for yourself, or for other people too. And ultimately, when you make good choices for yourself, it just ripples to the people around you. And yeah, so that's fortune. Daughter of Knives. So what are we getting here? She looks kind of bored, actually. And like not doing anything. She's not fighting. She's not submitting. She's just kind of sitting there. And is she sitting? Oh, I thought maybe she's sitting on a coffin, but I don't think so. She actually kind of looks like, I don't know what's around her, but at first glance it looked like angel wings. So, so what am I getting with that? It's like something about the way you see yourself, and the chain, but that could be good. Yeah, on top will hold your vision. So hopefully some of your vision too isn't just about like how big you want your house to be, or what you want your dream, car or job or whatever. Like those things are good too. But hopefully some of, or most of what your vision maybe would be is who you want to be. And I'm hearing too, like, how are you going to show up and be things that you wish you had too? Or maybe show up for yourself in ways that you wish other people had for you. And then yeah. So, so growth, when I think of the way tarot is, with the different suits and stuff, I always get a sense of maturity with these cards. The daughter one, and then I can't remember what the other one. There's I don't know if they say son. Can't remember. But those two, because they both seem like a little bit more regal, a little bit more mature. Again, not so defensive, but also not aggressive too. Like there's nothing to prove. There's no reason to fight. Well, unless it's something that, you're passionate about. But like, again, the balancing spirituality and practicality, things are different now. You don't get as easily riled up over things, maybe, or maybe you do now and you were quiet before. So however it is that you're growing into yourself, that's part of your fortune too. So then there's always the opposite side of it too, with the shadow of the eclipse is maybe falling back into old patterns. So, but everything that we've been reading is a really good progression. But sometimes we slip, and that's okay. But it's just, you get up and you do better next time. And so even just having a new awareness of that is already progress. So it's like there's no way to fail here. So that's why I'm not reading it, even though it seemed like the intention of this, I thought, was going to be to look at the shadow side of stuff. That's not how I read it. But anywho, there was a message there that if you are on the side of that where maybe things are kind of conflicted, or you're in conflict, it's just opportunities to see where maybe a little bit more healing or a little bit more work needs to be done. If maybe it didn't go as you hoped, as your vision was in your mind or in your heart. Eight of Cups. Ooh, on top of the Nine of Scepters. On top of New Moon. Releasing karma. Walking away from things. Things that make you feel like that. Which I still can't put a finger on it, but it almost looks like, when you want to like scream and kind of toss your hands up like she's doing in whatever emotion. But clearly it's not like a controlled emotion as opposed like compared to that. So anyway, this one's another one that's calm and collected. So whatever it is that she left behind her is behind her, and she's walking towards a new day. Well, new is on top of new, so I feel like that's noteworthy. So that's the opposite of this too. So the completion of this, the other side of this, and like I said, I didn't read this all as the shadow side until after. So I feel like that's not like whoever's watching this. At least most of you must be on like getting to the other side of this. If you're not, we love you. We support you when you're getting there. You just do it differently next time, or see how you can fix it. But anyway, on top of this, we got this. So it seems like I was saying, with whatever choices you're making, it's leading you to something better and brighter. And fortune. So that's a good one too. Fortune and Cups. Two of Wands. So this one looks really good. Oh, wait. Oh, yeah. So we got sunrise, and this one looks like sunset. So I really like this in the placement of it with the full moon and the whole like cleansing aspect and being balanced and stuff, and two being so close to the completion of a cycle. I feel like it's almost like you might like get to skip a grade, because you're already so good at first grade or whatever it is, whatever grade you're in the school of life. But like I like the globe there. I feel like it symbolizes knowledge. Maybe maybe you travel, maybe you're a teacher, but whatever it is you do, and I like the reflecting in this too. Get a lot of feelings from this one, or a lot of messages. So also with holding your vision, like, do you want to go somewhere? Is there somewhere that like maybe your gifts are really needed that you can help people? And oh yeah, so on top of the fortune card, there was the possibility of it kind of going backwards, and the opposite of fortune is misfortune. And that can come in a lot of different ways. There's many levels of success, and there's many levels of misfortune, or maybe not levels, but like there's a variety of each is what I'm trying to say. So with the two on top of it, I feel like it's like you using your new skills to like wave your wand and change things from the way they used to be. So even remember the things that you can give. What was the message there? Things that you can give and changing, and anyway, I lost that one. So what was I thinking about the sunset? What came through there? Like what you learned, I guess, at the end of the day too, taking time to reflect on it, taking time to appreciate things like sunsets, little things, big things, all the things in between. And I like how it's a big window too. I feel like it means like it's a message about perspective. It's not a narrow perspective. And I like the different squares too, because I feel like there's different ways. It symbolizes different ways that you can see things, even though it's the same window and the same pictures outside, the same scene is outside. There's different perspectives that you can look at to see that Oh, what did I just do? Oh, there we go again. Okay. Ace of Pentacles. Oh yeah, so the beginning, um, but the beginning of like the material, the manifestation into the material world of all the things that you've been thinking of. So it's really good with like all the cards that came before it, especially with the cups right here, um, and releasing karma and receiving abundance. And it's about what you're going to give too. So it's like the rewards of whatever it is that you're going to give, um, whatever you're going to sacrifice and let die and walk away from is what's going to cause, or not cause like in a bad way. Yeah, it's going to be like the oh my god, the word catalyst for the manifestation of the abundance that you'll be able to see. So not just feel, but you'll be able to see change, you'll be able to see progress, you'll be able to see things work in your favor if maybe that's not how they have been in the past. So it's not the past, it's new moon. It was the last eclipse, I think, of this year. So I feel like we're going to get maybe a teeny break from shadow work until next year. Or next week. Who knows what the powers that be have in store. Anywho, excuse me. I hope that reading resonated with you. If not, I'm super sorry. Maybe next time. And I have to practice what I preach and do some self-care. So there may be some readings that don't happen, or maybe some really quick ones. But that's just how it is going to be for right now, because my energy and attention is being pulled in a different direction. So I'm sure that doesn't devastate anyone, but just want to let you know that I'm not being flaky. So anywho, yeah, I will see you guys next time, and happy Thanksgiving. Thanks for watching. Bye.